Hey, what's up good people? Welcome to another episode of Pwned. This episode is gonna be pretty short, I think. I hope. Because generally my videos go like at least 10 minutes long. Remember the days when I used to make videos that were like an hour long? My goodness. Anyway, this episode is gonna be rather straightforward because I will be talking about my modified Persis. Here we go. Yep, this is it. I've actually had this Persis for like, 3 months now? And I think you guys can tell by the kind of mods that I make or the content that I put out on the channel that I'm not really a huge fan of the Rival series. But the reason why I got this is because it looks so good, right? It just looks so good. And number two is because of the kind of accessories that are available for the Persis. And number three is because the mod is actually really straightforward and it's a really practical mod. Now, I'm a sucker for mods that are fully reversible. Well, this mod isn't really that reversible, but well, you get what I mean as you watch the video. So first of all, aesthetically, let's just talk about what's on this blaster. This is a 180 ball hopper from Out of Darts, and this thing is just amazing. It's got a beautiful magnetic hinge door here, and this is really useful when you're loading rounds into the Persis. And up here on the front is a SilverFoxIndustries front grip, and this is just super comfortable. Now, don't get me wrong, the Persis looked great even without the addition of this, and I used to hold the Persis like this, right here on the front guard here, but once this came in the mail, this just makes it a lot more comfortable. Now, I've got to say that aesthetic tastes differ between individuals, but this one looks really good to me. I really like this honeycomb design here, and the way it's made is really quite cool as well. It is a 3-piece kit. Oh, I want to call it a kit because it really is just a grip in the form of a kit. Okay, I guess the word kit is wrong. It's a 3-piece accessory with 2 that goes onto the Picatinny rail at the bottom, and then 1 is kind of like the outer cover or the main grip itself. It's held in by a pair of screws, and you got some nuts at the back. And I love the fact that the screws are actually recessed in the grip, so it's not protruding. Even the bolts are the same as well, and the bolts actually go very well with the hexagonal design or the honeycomb design. To me, this is very well thought out. There's no sharp edges at all, even though yes, it is 3D printed, but sometimes, you know, finishing can be a little bit sharp, but there are no sharp edges at all, no sharp areas, so it's really comfortable. It's really chonky. I like it. It feels good in hand. And the last piece of the external mods is basically this. It's a flat or flush, what you call this, hopper release lever. Yeah, that's right. So it's a flush one, and I got this off Out of Darts as well. The original one stuck out a little bit too far, and just to illustrate, see that? Yeah, it's really like low profile. I can't say it's flush because flush means it's flat, but this is really low profile, but it still gets the job done. So that's basically the aesthetic or the external things that you can actually see. Now internally, I've done a little bit of rewiring, and I gotta say that the rewiring is really simple, and it makes so much sense. I love it. I absolutely love it. So shout outs to Out of Darts for actually creating that whole wiring diagram and the mod guide on their website. And also, Luke, shout outs to you, because it actually was because of your mod guide video or your mod tutorial videos that pushed me over the fence to purchase a Persis. Now, I'll be honest with you, I actually purchased this as well as this lever here before I actually purchased the Persis, so that's a testament to you. Yeah, it's a really good video to watch. Now, I already knew that the blaster was gonna look really good. I'm quite a sucker for this design, but after seeing those mods that you had and the parts that you had on sale, just great. And then after that was the release of this SilverFoxIndustries grip, so I had to get it once I saw it. So now let me talk about the mod part, and I like the fact that this is a kind of semi-reversible mod, but basically it's a mod, in my opinion, that makes sense. Now, sometimes, you know, when you perform mods that require shell cutting, it's almost kind of permanent, especially if it's a mod that requires you to epoxy or putty something in. But this mod does change some of the functions of the blaster permanently, and that is that you're not able to use this safety switch any longer. There is no more usage of this at all, and that's because I'm actually using a switch plate that is sold by Out of Darts, and I've got a couple of micro switches here, and I won't be clicking the flywheel rev trigger yet. Just listen to the click sound and you already know. So it's a pair of micro switches in there, and I really love how easy it was to mod this thing. The mod guide was really good. Everything was identified clearly with color codes and everything. So really shout outs to Out of Darts for that. That was really amazing. So what's up with this mod? Well, first of all, you'll notice that I am using the stock battery that came with the Persis. And that's another plus point for why I got the Persis. Like, really? how many Nerf blasters are out there that actually provide a rechargeable battery as well as the charger. So this is really awesome. Now, those of you who haven't got yourself a Persis and are living in Asia and you're thinking, hey, wait, is a charger even compatible with the voltage regulations or the voltage... What do you call that word? I think the word is voltage standards. And the answer is yes, it is fine. As long as you get yourself a converter. Like, you gotta convert that 2-pin to a 3-pin plug, and that's fine. And what I mean is really just any kind of travel adapter, that would be fine. You don't need a transformer for that. So that's actually quite a big plus point to me. And I'm just gonna show you guys that it works. Look, stock battery. I absolutely love it. So you can hear the flywheel slowly powering down, but you'll notice that there's no such thing when it comes to that pusher, that conveyor belt that launches the balls into those flywheels. And that's because there is motor braking applied into that wiring diagram as well. So that conveyor belt motor, that has motor braking, but not the flywheels. And I don't see a reason why you need motor braking for the flywheels unless you want something really, really quiet. I don't know how it's done because I haven't really fully disassembled everything and looked at the motors, but I think it's possible. I think it's possible. If you want to do it, it should be completely possible. Now, moving forward, the next mod is what I really liked about it. It's the fact that now, after modding this thing, it's able to use either Lipos or the stock battery in this battery tray. And that's just... it's such a no-brainer. It really works. So let me just remove this battery to show you guys. I've got an out of darts 3D printed battery tray that is meant to be used with lipos, you know, so just goes in like that. Okay, that's how it sits. And this thing also looks very awesome because it's got that whole hexagonal pattern as well, that honeycomb design. So it really goes very well with a lot of these hexagonal shapes all around the blaster. I think this just goes really, really well. But if you guys, I don't know if you can see it. Wait, let me just get a camera angle for you. There we go. See that? Those are XT60 connectors in there. And these sit flush. Because I actually took advice by watching Out of Dart's video, and they gave someone credit. I'm so sorry, I forgot who that person was. There was someone that actually came up with this idea, and I apologize for not remembering your name. I'll put your name on screen. But it's a very simple and yet effective concept. It just works. It sits completely flush so that it wouldn't get in the way of this battery as well. And you can just use a Lipo with this tray. It's awesome. Let me show you guys. And the way I'm actually going to install this battery is I'm going to twist the wires in a way so you can see that the wires are kind of coiled like that, because there's a little bit of excess wire, and it's my way of getting rid of the slack. So it's really simple. You just want to grab the battery tray and then slide the battery in, and with the connector coming out of this port over here. So there's a little port there. Just make sure that you do that, and then I'm going to just connect this to that. And I don't know if there's a way that I can do this and get it on camera. I'll just try my best to maintain it at this angle. So yeah, just gotta... There we go. So it's now connected. You guys should be able to see it. And then all you gotta do is just, or at least for me, is just coil this. And then just make sure that all the slack from the wire goes into the battery tray. Kinda like that. Then just slip it in, close it up, and we are good to go. I mean, it's so simple, so straightforward, and so effective. I love it. I really, really like it. So now I'm just gonna give you guys a quick firing demonstration, although I know that it's gonna mess up my entire room. Also, I got myself some of these pods from Out of Darts as well, and the diameter of the opening here of the pods, or the cap of the pods, is the same as the diameter here. So, oh, and I'm just gonna say it now, like, in case you guys want, you could actually change this part out for one of those speed loader, what do you call it, like speed loader gates. I think I actually purchased it. I just didn't put it on. I can't remember. Maybe I didn't. Maybe it's just, yeah, I think I did. I think I did. But anyway, it's really straightforward. Just do this and then open this guy up and then just pop your balls in, right? Pop your balls in. Really that simple. So now here we go. We've got all those 50 rounds in there. I really need to purchase more so that I could fill this whole thing up with 180. I don't think I want to clear all 50 because it's going to be a huge mess. So let me just fire this thing off into the side here. I'm going to say that it's really fun. Like, this blaster is super fun. But here we go. Okay, I'm going to stop right now. That's quite a lot. so I'm just gonna stop, but you guys get the gist of it. I just wanted to kind of do like a show and tell video about this modded Persis. I really like it. I think it's really, really fun. I haven't had this much fun in quite a while in terms of any kind of Hasbro release, and in terms of modding as well, modding capabilities and the straightforwardness and simplicity of the mods. I'll say it again, I really love when mods make a lot of sense, especially the fact that this mod lets you have motor braking, but also lets you use the original battery as well as any kind of Lipo. And the Lipo that I was running, just in case you guys wanted to know, is a 3S Lipo. To me, mods like this are the best kind of mods. Like, I could get stock performance out of this, and also when I wanted to, I could get upgraded performance by using the 3S Lipo. That is just everything to me. And on top of that, yeah, I failed to mention that, you know, this hopper here, this 180, I don't even know if it's called a hopper, but yeah, whatever. This thing is also reversible. All you gotta do is just remove this part and swap back the original cover, and you get a completely stock blaster just without the safety function. I really enjoy mods like these. I know I've said it many times, but kudos to Out of Darts and that person, whoever you are, that actually came up with the idea to make this swappable. Thank you, and also thank you for sharing your knowledge and your passion, putting it up on the internet for everyone to see and sharing it with the whole community. I think that's really awesome. One more thing, just so I can cover all bases. Yeah, the jam door still works completely fine, so that is still completely accessible. I think this is really good. I know I'm kind of late to the Persis game, but hey, you know, it's never too late to have fun, right? It's just really fun. I got the Persis like what, December 2019? So I actually purchased these before I actually purchased the Persis. Like, getting this was really like a no-brainer, because like everyone was purchasing this from the Out of Darts store, and this was actually back order. Like, there was a wait list for it, so I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna waste my time, just put myself on the wait list, grab this, and I grabbed this. So shout outs to Out of Darts, because you guys offer really good service, number one, because you guys offer great products, number two, and number three, because you have awesome mod guides for your products as well as the standard wiring stuff. Really, thank you. And that is it, everyone. Thank you so much for sticking all the way throughout and watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. But hey, you know, I really like this, and I thought I would share, you know, the fact that I don't really have much time on my hands, especially because of work and other commitments. I get home and I spend like an hour or so on modding this thing, and I gotta say that it took me like, what, at most 3 hours, because every time I start modding stuff, I gotta set everything up, and I gotta make sure that I keep everything and clean up before I go to bed. So that takes a lot more time than expected. But hey, you know, I don't live alone in this house, you know, so I gotta be considerate like that. But it's a really straightforward mod. Anyone who's looking to getting into modding, especially in terms of rewiring, soldering and stuff like that, this is really simple, really straightforward. And you could also take your modding skills up a notch by dabbling into shell cutting and things like that, because you want to do that XC60 rewire. Also, this is, in my opinion, kind of like a drop-in. It's a really simple installation process, this as well. I think it's a great way to get anyone into modding, and the rewards that you reap out of this is really just completely worth it. Like, in my opinion, it's like just so worth it. Yeah, I had fun. I just wanted to say that I had fun. I haven't had this much fun in a long time in terms of the hobby of Nerf, and I liked it. And yeah, credits go to where they are due. This is my rival Persis, everyone. No paint job or anything. Everything's just really straightforward. This is something that I could possibly take into any kind of rival-based games. And yeah, just stay tuned for the next video. I know I took a long time between this and the Z-Town video that I made, but stay tuned. The next video I have in the pipeline is gonna be, I think, rather interesting. Yeah, I just gotta stop myself from rambling because I'm just so used to talking non-stop, right? And you know the deal, everyone. Drills pay the bills and teamwork makes the dream work. Peace.